Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I want to focus in on a new type of overland world encounter coming with the Blackwood chapter for ESO, and that's going to be Oblivion portals. Now, we learned a lot more about this new feature in the latest ESO live event, and I think it's really looking good so far. So let's talk about why and what's changed. So Oblivion portals are basically the attempt by ZOS to update, the somewhat tired formula of overland content / world events that we all know that we've been doing for years, whether it's Daedric anchors, the abyssal geysers, Harrow storms in Western Skyrim. Every chapter seems to need some type of world event formula. And yes, these were getting a bit tiresome, I would say. So something new here is definitely needed at this point in the lifespan of ESO and where it's at. So what are Oblivion portals and why are they different from this formula? Now, in today's event, they described Oblivion portals as these sort of dimensional experiments, right? They're these portals manifested by Mehrunes Dagon in order to form this connection between the Deadlands, his realm, and the realm of Nirn, Tamriel, where all the players are. And at face value, this seems very similar to other world events that we've already seen, right? Especially Dark Anchors. But as I was watching this video footage and kind of getting into it, looking beyond that initial description, the actual mechanics of these encounters look very different, and it looks like a lot of fun to play. So first, Oblivion portals, these are going to appear randomly throughout the zone, and players will have to actually find them. I do like this. The portals are not going to be marked on your map, so definitely, no dolmen farming routes here with Oblivion portals. This seems to be a lot more about exploration and adventure, which I am liking. So once you actually find a portal and you approach it, you have a small group of Daedra, Dagon's minions will just transport in, and then you need to defeat them, which again, that's pretty typical world event type stuff. But then when we talk about destroying the portal, well, that's going to be completely different. So rather than attempt to close the portal from the outside, like you would on a Daedric anchor, you'll need to actually travel within to the Deadlands and try to stop the event from the inside. And the footage that you're watching that they showed us actually really goes through this quite nicely. So once you're inside the Deadlands, you'll land on a random island, and then you'll need to make your way through to like this central tower location. And depending on the path you take and the island you land on to start, you're going to face off against different enemies. And some of these look fantastic. You have some new models going on here. Some reskinning maybe, yes. But some new models as well, and some pretty big looking mini bosses. So I like the look of this. And then as you approach the tower, they said the encounters will also become a little bit more difficult. I guess it depends on how you define difficult. It is like overland content too, right? So we'll have to see about that. And the last thing they mentioned is that in terms of size, these portal instances, the inside, they're said to be about the same size and scope of a public dungeon. So that's a hefty bit of content there to explore, which I think is great. So that's what we have now in terms of new information about Oblivion portals. I still have a lot of questions about these. I'm sure you do as well. For one thing, they didn't talk about any specific rewards for completing these, but I'd assume that, you'll get the standard like drop to zones, set items as a reward, maybe even set jewelry pieces like we've seen in the past for other world events. Hopefully some, achievements, trophies, whatever. They also didn't mention any time limit to stay inside the portal area or to get it to close, which I think could actually be another interesting mechanic if they were to go that route. Plus, while you're inside, can the enemies respawn? Can you stay inside and grind your champion points? I got to get that CP grind wherever I go. So that'd be interesting to find out as well. Anyway, that's all I have for you in terms of this update. Again, the content is looking great. And believe it or not, we have just about 2 months left until Blackwood releases, which is really insane. Time is just going by so fast, and we have a lot of new content to look forward to. So expect much more news, guides, and builds right here on HGM. As always, thank you for watching. I hope you're doing well, stay safe, and I'll see you around in the next video.